This week, ACKO has brought back two iconic characters that we love. Our favorite jodi of Munna Bhai and Circuit have been revived for their campaign titled Health Insurance Ki Subah Ho Gayi Mamu. That sees Sanjay Dutt and Arshad Warsi reprise their original roles and question the current health system. Directed by filmmaker Rajkumar Hirani, the film speaks about ACKO's newly launched health insurance product, ACKO Platinum Health Plan. To tell us more, we are joined in by Ashish Mishra, EVP Marketing ACKO, and from Burnett, we are joined in by Rajdeepak. Welcome to CNBC TV18.
Thank you, Shibani.
Ashish, let's begin this conversation with you. You are the brand custodian. Tell us, how did you even pull it off to get, these three icons, which is Sanjay Dutt, Arshad Warsi and Rajkumar Hirani together into a campaign?
I think it all started with the fact that we generally believe that, great campaigns are born out of great products. And we took some time to launch health insurance, but because we wanted to really fix it. And having come out with some really disruptive features, we also wanted some disruptive campaign to do justice to it. And who better than talk about health insurance rather than Munna and Circuit. And that's where the idea was born.
Yeah, and what was it like to actually execute something like this? Because, on TV, it's entertaining, it looks fun, it looks nice, but I'm sure it would have been such a challenge, to actually bring these three people together and, recreate that magic. Raj?
I think before I talk about that, I will talk about a little bit 2 steps back and talk about how tough or easy must be selling it to the client, the idea, right, to Ashish and the team. I think the team always, whenever Ashish and the team will keep on meeting, Spiky, me, Ashish always says, yeah, give me something big, something that can change the thing, something that can shake the country. But the best part is because every time they create a product which has already revolutionized the product, either it is in automobile industry or insurance or now in the health, they're doing it amazing job. So I think, remember, when the brief came, the biggest thing is even we don't understand health insurance ourselves as a consumer, as a dad or as a husband or as a brother. We don't understand it till you fall sick because it looks very complicated. This is how do you make people understand that it's simplified it. But ACKO's biggest thing is to simplify product. How you do that? While working on all the thing, I think the team came with the idea. Hats off to the team came with the idea. While discussing this, who can actually simplify the most complicated thing? Munna Bhai and Circuit.
Correct.
They've talked about MBBS, Munna Bhai MBBS. They talk about the health industry in a simplified way. They talk about the society in a simplified way. I says, can we talk? Getting those two guys, Munna Bhai and Circuit, coming and telling how easy the insurance is. And I think when they talk to the team and Ashish, and I think they jumped at it. It's all, I'm telling you, we are as creative as the marketing people we work with. I think they got excited. They says, I think this is it. This is it. We are not going any more round of writing or anything. This is it. We are doing it.
These two characters have a way of looking at the society from outside and say, patient ko patient kyun bolte hain? So 100% bill payment hona chahiye. And that's where the marriage happened. And they were like, immediately, yaar, this is perfect. Now, the challenge was how to convince the whole ecosystem to bring them back. And that's when I flew down from Bangalore. In fact, it was supposed to be a Zoom call. I said, no, we'll fly down. We'll go personally meet him. So an agency came. Abhimanyu was the guy who actually helped us say, let's go first meet Mr. Hirani and see if he's even remotely aligned to it. Then that meeting we sat down. I spoke to him about ACKO. Spiky spoke to him about the campaign. Towards the end, he was like, okay, chalo karte hain. And that's how that was the beginning of the start of a very long process.
Yeah, and Ashish, it's also, it's a bold move, it's a brave move and very, very ambitious move as well. I'm sure it would have required a lot of marketing budgets because it's not just about campaign creation. I'm sure, bringing back the trio would have been expensive and costly affair in its own right. And then pushing it across platforms. How do you justify that internally within, your organization when you are coming up with something like this?
So I'll tell you personally, I believe that sometimes marketers get it wrong. They tend to spend more on media rather than production and actually doing justice with the idea. I believe that if you get it right, you have to show it less number of times. So, it pays off in the longer run. Thankfully, within ACKO, I have enough stakeholders who bought into the idea and could see the value of it, and how it can happen. And then it doesn't look like a cost. It looks like an investment, right? And that was the support that we got from the team. So yeah, glad that we pulled it off. A lot of anxiety nights, and I swear we were more worried about doing justice to the two characters.
Yeah.
Because if you bring back two iconic characters and they don't land in the way you wanted to.
Yeah. Everything will fall flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thankfully, Mr. Hirani helped us with that.
Yeah. Also, on that note, Mr. Raju Hirani coming in from an advertising background, how much did he lend to the narrative? Did he have his own suggestions to the whole campaign, how it pans out, etc.?
I think one of the biggest thing that the filter that we had was, is it ACKO? Is you talking the things right? And is it Munna Bhai? Will Munna Bhai will talk about this? Will Circuit will say like this? What if Circuit will say like this? So the entire thing was about how we do it. But that is what we are seeing it. But when we went to Raju was very it's amazing because the way he was looking into it, of course from an ex-advertising background, done so many advertising film, and he's the person who knows how to make the most complicated things simplified way. And that is what he did. He was actually helping us a lot of places. We can do this, we can say this, we can talk about the product like that, we can say look this thing, but same thing in the Munnaized way. Have you Munnaized way or have you done a Circuit way?
Yeah.
And because that was the biggest challenge for us. Saying the language, using the language, not going over the top, but saying the talk, explaining the product is the most challenging thing.
Yeah.
30 rounds maybe the team has gone through.
Ah, wow. Wow. And what was the energy on the set, if you can share that, when all three of them came together?
Okay, I just had goosebumps. But I'll tell you, once they walked onto the set, there was not a single person on the set who was not smiling. Looking at both of them, and Raju sir created the entire old crew who's worked on both the Munna Bhais. Everyone was smiling, and this. I think the world wanted to see them together, and just to be part of that set, just to be part of that shoot, they were just so happy.
Yeah.
We were very happy, obviously seeing both of them together. Great camaraderie between the two of them.
And this year also incidentally marks 20 years since this iconic Munna Bhai series was created back in 2003. Everyone has, their favorites from the series. My personal being, शरीर में 206 हड्डी है, तोड़ते वक्त अपन सोचते हैं क्या?
Correct.
So what is your favorite, Ashish and Raj?
I think many. Like one of the iconic is अपने को एक body चाहिए. That is like iconic, and Circuit's reaction to that I can't say, but yeah, amazing it was.
I think for me, Jadoo Ki Chappi, it is such a simple communication way, just curing people. Hug people. It says Jadoo Ki Chappi, right? It's simple.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is time for a short break. On the other side, Naveen Khemka, CEO Essence Mediacom South Asia, shares his ambition of becoming the top media agency under Group M in an exclusive chat with CNBC TV18.